Hello, yes, good evening, good day, my brothers and sisters. This is Haki Amid, the Success Scholar here, and I'm here today to share just a little bit about my journey with Mission Unstoppable, Extraordinary Stories of Failures, Blessings. Just about 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to attend the Power Networking Conference. Now, I've heard about the Power Networking Conference for years and always said that I was going to attend one day. I said, I'm going to go one day. And I saw George Fraser in the Prince George's County area, and I met a group of brothers and sisters that were traveling there. And so I said, it's that time. So about 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to attend actually the conference. Actually, the Power Network conference started in Cleveland, then went to Atlanta, and then in Dallas. And there is where I went. I went to Dallas 2013 was the first time I went, and I heard Dr. George Fraser share his vision for this book, Mission Unstoppable: Extraordinary Stories of Failures, Blessings, with Les Brown and myself and 31 other amazing authors. And so when I heard Dr. Fraser share the dynamics of what this book can do for aspiring authors, and coming up in Baltimore, Maryland, being born and raised in Baltimore, um, I came into knowledge that I say when I reached early adulthood, 18, 19 is when I really truly started reading to the personal development and growth and consciousness, shall I say, and throughout that time, I've, been a great promoter of books, and I know books inside and out, many different ones. And so when Dr. Frazier elaborated on the dynamics of what this book could do for an aspiring entrepreneur, aspiring speaker, aspiring writer, whatever field that you may have, it just made tremendous sense to me. And so, coming there, I didn't have any real direct goals. I was just curious more and wanted to grow. And so I just figured, let me go with the man that put this conference together. And so from that experience, I've had tremendous success. I'll say things, of course, have its ups and downs, but I made it to where it only goes up. And so I say I was had radio interviews in Florida. I had radio interview in Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, Philadelphia WRD, as well as the local stations, Morgan State WAA, and 80. I'm sorry, 1010 AM and 1590. Several different radio stations in the DC area as well. One of the local Baltimore newspapers did a write up, and so but I just say that for what you put out towards the book is what you get, and people are going to have different experience levels, different levels of expertise, different niches, different industries, and so depending upon what your aspiration are, you know, whatever your aspiration may be, is what you may get in return. And so I well, I'll say this: one of my greatest, what I'll say, one of my greatest experiences that I had, and this is what kind of is going to, set me apart from other authors who would have come under the banner of their own book, was I was able to moderate a panel this past year at the Congressional Black Caucus. Many people know about the caucus; it's held every year around September, and I had the opportunity to moderate this panel. Now, uh, I didn't push to moderate the panel. They selected me, and it's possible that I could have got selected because of my name or my good looks. But I do believe sincerely that because they saw me in between Les Brown and George Fraser, they thought that that was some good marketing, that they could market the panel. I would think so. So I that was the highlight. What I believe one of the biggest things that kind of separated me, and I moderated a panel of other authors, and so it gave me the opportunity to kind of share my story with these other authors as well as moderating them through a unique topic. And so I say now, and I just had a conversation yesterday with Dr. Randal Pinkett, who was in town, and I spoke to George several weeks ago, and we were discussing part two, and we came to the idea that we wanted to go with a younger generation and targeting the youth. And Dr. Randal Pinkett, many people know him from the Donald Trump apprentice, and not that he needs endorsements from Donald Trump, but you know he has done a tremendous job, and you can look up his business attributes that he has recently accomplished. And so now uh, Dr. Randal Pinkett will be a part of part two. And so we are looking forward to that. And so I would say I want to invite you as well. I want to be able to advocate for you, to lobby for you, to encourage both Dr. Randal Pinkett, as well as Dr. George Fraser to, truly work with you and truly assist you in this process. So I say, and Dr. George Fraser, he asked me to kind of handle this, manage it, or moderate, if you will, the transition and work with the new authors. And so, I believe that I can do that job, and I want to do it fairly and objectively to ensure your success. So I want to go to bat for you to ensure that you can take advantage. You have 31 other authors who've been through what you're about to go through, but on a different, more unique level. With Dr. Randal Pinkett and Dr. George Fraser. You have the power of the Power Networking Conference coming to the Prince George's County area. You have 31 other authors, from the part one, as well as perhaps 30-ish authors, how many we're going to get from the part two. And so we're looking forward to working along with you, and I'm looking forward to doing what it takes to ensure your success. So you have my word that I'm going to go to bat for you. You have my what I believe is a great expertise in the marketing of books, and so we are definitely going to take this to the top. Trust my work, my word is my bond, and we're definitely we can do this. So I sincerely get with Dr. George Fraser, ask your questions, the timing and everything. He's definitely working it out. He and Dr. Randal Pinkett, and so I say I encourage you to do your due diligence, do your feasibility, and your marketing analysis of what this could possibly mean to you and your business. Some people have asked me, of course, when I did the book, there were pros and cons, of course, or, yes, I could have done my own, but I said, I can write, and I'm going to write several books over time, but I said for right now, I need to seize the moment while these great giants were right here with us. They're still out uh, grinding and doing the work. I had even with Les Brown, he did a Get Motivated conference, and I showed up to a few of those conferences that he was there, and so that was just an amazing experience. And so just building the brand, just utilizing an already established brand, and I used the Michael Gerber, the E-Myth model with this book, the franchise model with this book, in terms of knowing that you have a successful brand. And I know we've sold tens of thousands of books thus far with part one, so you already have established name, brand name recognition. And Dr. Randal Pinkett, he's committed to taking it to another level. And so I'm certainly confident in his work and Dr. Fraser's work with this, but I want you to be confident, and you will see me around putting in this work for Mission Unstoppable Part 2. And so I say thank you. Get with Dr. George Fraser, and let's connect the dots, and let's go to another level. Thank you.